Magician!
Hey YouTube, Dark Magician 84 here for the tournament report. So, I took Dark Magician Kaiju mode and I actually did well. I'm trying to think if I was going to say I'm trying to think if I did better than the last time I used this in a tournament, and I think I actually did. Despite not being off to a great start. I mean, Fluffals? Really? Fluffals? How are Fluffals chilled? All it ever does is OTK. It only exists to be a toxic OTK deck. Yeah, that wasn't great. But yeah, as you saw both times, I just scooped before I gave Kai the satisfaction. I mean, I could have done something in game 2 if he didn't have Called by the Grave. How dare he banish my Dark Magician? At least it wasn't my original copy, but still, this is blasphemy! Sacrilege! I'm gonna get him for that, just you wait. So, I have a new goal for future minor league tournaments, and that is to defeat Kai once and for all, for 2 reasons. 1, I've never been able to win a match against him, and 2, he banished Dark Magician! I am not letting him get away with this. And I'm going to try and get Fluffals banned. But purely because, like I said, it only exists to OTK. And, just OTK decks sort of go against the spirit of the minor league, I think. Yeah, hopefully they'll be gone. Of course, that being said, knowing Kai, he'll probably play something else, because he changes his deck like every single tournament. I mean, this is what I was saying earlier. I mean, I struggle against a certain matchup, and then the following week I prepare a side to deal with certain matchup, and then that same person changes decks. Like, for God's sake, I can't keep up. I guess you might have noticed that I complain a lot about the decks Kai brings. I wouldn't be surprised if someone assumed I was targeting him in some way, but that's not it at all. Absolutely not. Just to clarify, I have absolutely nothing against Kai. Like, he's a very nice guy. Not a bad bone in his body. I just don't like the decks he brings to the minor league. Like, they always seem to do something that does something that doesn't let anyone play. I dread to think what he's going to play next week. Still, I think my side deck was pretty solid. At least I was prepared for OTK decks. Problem was, in that match, I didn't draw anything I sided in. That was infuriating. I mean, the Kaijus just didn't really seem to do much against him. I mean, they're great against negates, but not so much against OTK decks. Although, it would have been... They are solid against Fright First Sabertooth. I will say that. Yeah, never had a chance to do that. At least things picked up afterwards, though, so yeah, other than that, I've no complaints about tonight. I didn't have any problems against Red Eyes. Um, Although there was one point where I swear he could have used Red Eyes Fusion the turn after he got out the alternative. So, yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that. Then again, I suppose even if he did, I would have used Solemn Strike on the Meteor Black Comet Dragon, um, but still, I was just playing out of my mind against Harrison. Yeah, I wanted to try and get around the alternative because I didn't want his effect to trigger and bring back Red Ice Black Dragon and have it on 4800. I could have dealt with it anyway, depending on my next draws, but didn't want to take that chance really. Yeah, because I was trying to win more than one match. I guess using Cold Barn Wyvern was, well, you would see it as insult to injury, but it was actually strategy, because I knew he could bring something back with it if he didn't summon anything. That's a thought. Can it trigger if the opponent normal set? I actually can't remember. I mean, I should know this since I play Red Eyes Black Dragon as well, but it hardly comes up. Oh yeah, you cannot normal summon or set during the turn you activate this effect. Okay. But yeah, I could have done it on Red Eyes Black Dragon, but I couldn't do that. Not to an iconic boss monster. And then I had a close game with Jay. Yeah, this time I actually had a chance to play. Unlike last week. Yeah, Nibiru didn't come up this time, unfortunately, but Battle Fader did. Good old Battle Fader. It's a shame I lost the game. I was able to use it, and a Ghost Spell stopped my Eternal Soul twice. For God's sake. That was so annoying. Actually reminds me of a time when Express Gaming kept doing it. Well, actually, was it him? Or was it me? Because there was a match me and Express Gaming had, a Dark Magician Mirror match where involving Ghost Spell stopping Eternal Soul's effect to Special Dark Magician from the grave. Actually, no, I think it might have been me. Because it doesn't help that I don't have the video anymore, but still, it didn't matter, because things went more smoothly in Game 3 again. I was playing out of my mind, or at least I was trying to play out my mind, just trying desperately to get rid of the Shining Neos Wingman and wake up your elemental hero. Yeah, I'm so glad that Eternal Soul sort of protects me from Wake Up's effect to destroy a monster and burn. I mean, I needed to see the wording on the card, because I wasn't sure which order the effects would go. But yeah, the wording on Wake Up does say destroy that monster and then burn for its attack points, but thankfully Dark Magician and Dragon Knight are unaffected, so I was safe. And I was able to overcome both those fusions and win. So, yes, I was very happy that I was able to win 2 games for the first time since I used my Magician Girls in a tournament. So, yeah, that was one goal. Well, that was that goal achieved, at least, and I finished 4th out of 8 people, with Jack winning the whole thing with Gene Raiders. I knew he was going to be playing Gene Raiders. I just sort of guessed that that's what he was going with. And Reese entered with Egyptian gods, and was trolling people with Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, one of my 6 favourite hand traps. I was like, oh yes. And he said he has everyone's boss monster in the extra deck. I do wonder though, if he had either Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, or the Dark Magicians in his extra deck, in case he had me, or maybe both. I don't know. Shame we never got paired against each other, because we would have just been annoying each other by tributing each other's monsters, with Sphere Mode, Soul Crossing, Kaijus. That would have been ridiculous. Maybe that can happen again if we use the same decks in a future minor league. Not that I plan to use Dark Magician Kaiju mode in a tournament anytime soon, but I guess we'll see. But he said it's a deck he's not going to play very frequently. So, yeah, I wonder what he'll play next. And of course, Silver Cyclone did in fact play Infernities. Thankfully I avoided those. Yeah, I never got to use my Dark Bribe. I was thinking about using it against Jay, but I thought, nah. I think the anti-OTK cards will suffice. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, I'm just buzzing that I won 2 matches and finished in the top 4. So yeah, her next mission, try and win 3 rounds, or 4 if there are 4 rounds. Although I guess it might be tricky if there's 4, because the problem is if there's ever 4 rounds, I end up needing to leave so I can get the last bus home. I feel like maybe if we ever do get enough people for 4 rounds, maybe it should start earlier, so I don't miss out. But yeah, other than that, next goal, as well as the one I mentioned earlier, try and win 3 rounds, and of course the whole tournament. I'm sure I'll manage it one day, but with Infernities and the decks that Kai plays, and I guess Jack, that's probably going to be easier said than done. I'll manage it one day, I'm sure. So yeah, next week, last Monday of January, I'll go back to playing pure Dark Magician, because, well, as fun as Ritual Mode and Kaiju Mode are, playing pure is a lot easier. Plus, I need some redemption from the very first minor league tournament I entered. Losing to Sky Strikers, which was unfortunate, and losing against Gene Raiders, even though that was mainly because of that game state mistake. So, yeah, might as well do that. Or at least I'll try, because I'm going to be out working all day next Monday. But I should be able to make it to TTR on time and enter, hopefully. I don't want to miss out, because, yeah, we'll be reaching the conclusion of Dark January, and I would like Pure Dark Magician to have a shot. And then, of course, in 2 weeks' time, it'll be the turn of my Elemental Heroes. Can't wait. And since I won't be able to use Super Poly when I use my Elemental Heroes, I'm going to see if I can fit in more old school heroes. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the games, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.